just went and checked out the new movie Mercy starring Chris Pratt. First off, should you go to the movies and see this? Probably not. I mean, yes and no. So if you don't have anything else going on and you just want to go to the movie and check this out, sure, it'll get you through. But would I go out of my way to go see these movies in theaters? Absolutely not. Wait for it to come out where you can rent it at home on Prime Video and have it for 24 hours if you can. This is not something that you should go rush and watch, and I'll tell you why. First, I'll start off with the good. The good, I like the premise of the movie, like the plot line, like it's something that people nowadays really need to take seriously. Like it hits a little too close to home because it seems not as far fetched nowadays with the rise of AI and Chat GPT and all these things. So and tech advancing in the way that it is. So for that reason, it might get some people, kind of like, okay, I need to check this out, see what's to come, and probably get a grasp of what to look out for in the near future. So that for me, kind of piqued my interest. Um, and then, you have some heavy hitter actors and, the acting wasn't that great, but I mean, Chris Pratt did his thing. He was solid. So, nothing to really complain about there. My biggest, so that was the good, it's a solid movie, a little bit of action, some twists and turns. So if you like that kind of thing, and then, like I said, if you like the Black Mirror, Judge Judy, if you like either one of those shows, go check it out. Go check it out without a doubt. Like if you like Black Mirror type television and plots and stories, go check it out. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. It's just like it's like another Black Mirror episode basically. And I want to say, no, I don't know. I don't know if they had anything kind of similar to what this movie was on the Black Mirror show, but yeah, if you're a Black Mirror fan, go check out this movie. Um, a little bit about the bad, the plot holes. Oh my God. Well, before I get to the plot holes, let's talk about things that I just didn't like about the show. Like, I mean, like about the movie. So I, I I don't like this, and I know it's gonna come more and more and more. Like these fake CGI, with the rise of AI and what it can do. I know we're gonna get more AI generated, scenes and clips and whatever in movies, but it's so like I could see it, I could spot it a mile away, and I really don't like it when movies kind of spam it, and when it's not necessary, when it's apparent that you're putting this AI generated scene in just to save money. It's not because it's something like, outlandish that could never be recreated in real life, and you know, that some stunt actor or you know, awesome set director couldn't, set up themselves. Like, fantasy, fiction, Harry Potter, Star Wars, I get it. I get it. But a movie about, the near future, like where it's not really necessary to generate this scene or with AI, like that, to me, that just it kills it for me because I'm like, what are we doing? Like you're just being cheap. That's what it is. Like you like, oh, like I want to do this real quick. I can, we could save money and budget, put it through the AI machine and let it do its thing. So that's something I really like. And there's and it wasn't super bad. Like it wasn't horrible, but um, it just, to me, like I know how to look out for that because of everybody sharing their AI slop. And so I was, whenever I see it in a movie, it kind of like I'm like, oh man, that sucks. And like I said, especially when it's a scene that could have been done by humans and with actual production and direction and stuff like that. So that's one of the biggest things that I didn't like. There was a uh, scene where one of the cops took off on a quadcopter, and I just looked at my wife, and she knew exactly what I was referring to. I'm like, dude, this is so unnecessary, and it looks goofy. Um, and other than that, it's just I mean, and like I said, the CGI wasn't bad, but other than that, just the plot holes. The AI character that played the judge, the Mercy judge, like her mannerisms, like didn't really. it didn't really give AI, and I don't know if that's a testament to the technology at the time, like it's so realistic and blah blah blah, but just it just didn't feel it didn't feel fake enough. I guess like it felt more her reactions and her mannerisms seemed real, and I was like, I thought this was supposed to be like a AI impartial judge, but she was showing kind of showing emotion before she even started glitching, which that was another like I'm in tech, like I love tech, I'm a nerd, and um when they showed her glitching, I'm like, it, yeah, it was just that part was, and not like the average movie goer that probably won't bother him, but it bothered me, and I was like, mm. um, so what else? I talked about the quadcopter scene, um, the AI character, the judge. Oh, another plot hole. So, and I seen somebody on Reddit kind of agreed with me. So yeah, the Scooby Doo villain reveal. So when they revealed the villain at the end, like the first turn or twist, I think was kind of sufficient for the level of movie this is, but they decided to take it a step further, and I'm like, okay, but what was her like? Is that her only motivation? Like we went from a surefire it's the husband because it's crime and passion. He was there, blah blah blah. To him revealing, I don't have any passion for my wife, my ex wife. I don't even love her that much. To her her side dude, to her coworker, because he need money or something like that. So, and then to the other cop. So, to me, what didn't make sense. Okay, this the coworker inserted himself. It seemed like whenever they went to the AA meeting, he went to his first AA meeting. So, how did he end up getting a job with the wife? That's what I'm not understanding. And in a position to where he could make decisions or steal from a company, like I'm either that's a huge plot hole or I'm tripping and I missed something in the movie. But this guy, he seemed to have the same question. He said there's one previous mercy court suspect who was randomly named at the beginning of the movie for no reason. There's one named coworker AA sponsor. Did he become the wife's coworker after becoming Raven's AA sponsor? Did I miss the line explaining that at the beginning of the movie? There's one. Beard guy, bad guy. No, but that still doesn't. It still doesn't explain why or how this dude inserted himself so deep into their lives that quick. Like, okay, you can become a friend, you become an AA sponsor, but you got a whole job with the wife and access to these dangerous chemicals that just seemed like a huge plot hole for me. And so, and I'll be honest, I didn't guess to be at the beginning who was the killer. At first, I thought maybe it had something to do with the daughter and the grandpa's, like because the grandpa, the wife's parents really didn't care for Chris Pratt, so I didn't know if they were like trying to set him up or. It was just something about that dynamic that kind of threw me off, and I think the directors or the writers knew that, and so I fell for that one. I fell for that one, but I wasn't really super invested in figuring out. I was just trying to enjoy the movie for what it was, and so. Uh, but yeah, that if you could overlook those two things, I think for most people, it's a solid movie. My wife liked it. It was okay. It was just okay to me. Like I'll forget about this movie, not too long from now. And Like I said, I do enjoy Black Mirror and the content that they put out, and so that's why I went to go see this movie is because it just from the trailer I got that vibe, stuff like that. So I'm all about watching movies that kind of give us glimpse into what we could be, what we could expect in the future. So because hey, some of these writers, some of these people that come up with these ideas for these movies and books, they're sometimes they're right on the money. As far as like you know what we might think is outlandish or entertaining, uh, they take something and build on it, and it comes from somewhere. The inspiration for these movies comes somewhere, and so they take it and they extrapolate on it, and so I think it's movies like this, they kind of dive into that, no matter the actor, actresses, or if it's half baked or has $1 million budget versus a $10 million budget. Like I like to check them out because I like to see what what they come up with basically. But like I said, I wouldn't rush out to go see this movie if you have time. Uh, you just want to go to the movies. Absolutely. If you like Black Mirror, absolutely go check it out. Try to find it somewhere in a cheaper movie theater. Don't go to like the more expensive. You don't need to go see this in fucking 4D, XD box, 3D, whatever IMAX, showing if they even have that. So but yeah, go at your own risk. Go at your own risk. Like this is not something I'm telling you like, hey, go check this out before people start spoiling it or whatever. But let me know what you guys think if you've already seen it. If you do decide to go see it here pretty soon, come back and comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know, what your takes are, what your pros and cons, the bad and the good that you took from it. All right, y'all take it easy.